So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here.
And this is other Ryan here.
And welcome back to once again another analysis video on the Five Nights at Freddy's World IndieDB page, because once again Scott's actually updated this page with even more images, introducing new things to us to actually debate about and just discuss in general what we think these images might actually offer for the game.
Yeah, and with every update comes more updates, obviously, and in this one we can see a lot more going on in the HUD elements, such as, well, we'll be covering it now actually. So in this Carnival Trouble image, the first thing we'll notice is that we have this power, speed and defense in the top left hand corner.
And it seems to kind of show the arrows pointing downwards, so we can assume that maybe because it's above these dogfight characters, it might be in reference to these guys having some kind of lowered power, speed and also defense.
Yeah, or it could possibly mean that maybe you click on them to see their kind of stats, if you know what I mean, and how powerful they are. That would be interesting, yeah.
So yeah, because there's two different ways you could really look at this, because it's interesting really what this image is actually telling us, because alongside that, we've also got obviously these new characters on screen that we now know to be called bytes, and also a switch button. But let's talk about the bytes first, because these effects that are actually being done to these dogfight characters might actually be being introduced by these byte characters. Maybe each of these have like a unique ability where they affect the enemy in some form or way.
Yeah, from the looks of things, it looks like each byte comes with its own kind of abilities. For example, the one on the right looks like a medikit, so obviously that could possibly heal you when you need it most. The one in the middle looks like it's got a stinger, so that's like an attack, and the one on the left looks like it's got a gun, which could also represent another type of attack. So it could be like an extended attack of yourself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, another thing as well to look at, which definitely backs this up too, is the little blue arrows and also the pinkish kind of arrows that we see rising upwards. Because typically when we see this in like an RPG game, they'll rise upwards, and that will kind of that'll be there to almost tell you, the player, that some form of enhancement has been given to you. And we see this medikit is definitely blue. We see the blue arrow. Also, this character with the stinger is red, so maybe the red arrows might be that. But then we've also got this other one, which doesn't seem to be giving like a lighter blue arrow. So maybe this one is actually affecting these characters in some form or way.
Yeah, quite possibly. Also new to this battle screen is something in the bottom right hand corner known as switch. And seeing how these bytes are new into this image also, we can assume that maybe it's related to them.
Yes, because of course we've also got this little HUD design where we can see all of the bytes and we can definitely select them. And you know, as we enter each of these battles, maybe each one of these bytes will be unique to specific types of enemies, which is why there's all of these varied colorings between them. But we'll go more into that actually on the byte screen itself.
Another thing the switch could actually represent is, as we know, you can switch between different parties, so maybe you can do this mid-battle if you're dying, if your characters that you're playing as are actually dying.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I thought when I saw this switch icon was that maybe you click this button to kind of pan between all of the different characters that are in your party, but it doesn't really make much sense because we can see these three different attacks on screen as well, meaning you probably use the mouse to actually choose which one you're going to use to attack. So you could probably just select one of your characters also that way. So maybe this switch ability, or the button added in the corner, is in reference to the image where we could see all the character select screen, because in this, of course, we can see that there is 4 characters selected in 2 different colors. That is, of course, one lot of blue and also one lot of this pink color. And in the side, we can see 8 different squares. So switching between parties actually makes the most sense here, because we were a bit clueless as to why we had these 2 different colored things and the impact it may have. So maybe Scott's hinting at saying that this is actually something you can do mid-battle.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. On the next image, we can actually see what we think to actually be another boss battle. This is due to the health HUD at the bottom of the screen, the bottom left of the screen, and just the general size of the character.
Yeah, absolutely. And another interesting thing as well, which actually backs up what we raised about the bytes on the other screen, is the arrows pointing up, because of course we can see the red bee-like character and then also this blue health pack again. And we can see the red and blue arrows once again rising up. But we can actually see this new byte, and it seems to be some kind of bomb character. So maybe when you're attacking, this character might randomly generated kind of do some damage to this character. It may actually be something that happens every time you attack.
Yeah, we're not sure how these bytes work, if you actually have to select them to attack, or if they do it like out of luck, if it's like maybe 1 in 100 chance they'll attack or something like that. I don't know, it seems like they're going to be the sort of thing that are there to be added on, like maybe if you attack, it's like a certain percentage chance of your byte adding on to that attack, or adding on to your health kind of thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand what you mean with that one, yeah.
Yeah.
And another interesting thing that I actually noticed about this image, and I'm sure you guys did too, is the fact fact that we're actually facing a boss battle, yet the background color hasn't actually changed, which we initially thought happened with the Bubsy image, because of course the image had this kind of purple background and it was also mirrored. So that's an interesting thing, which may actually hint towards the Bubsy character maybe being in a totally different zone entirely with this kind of purple dark background, or maybe there's like a day-night cycle within this game. That might be very interesting.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. What I've just noticed about him is that he's got like a kind of purple theme about him, this Growl Boy. So I don't know, it could possibly be a hint to what the final boss will be.
Absolutely, because of course as well, looking at the dogfight characters, the planes are also this purple color. So it definitely seems to be a theme that's ongoing now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay guys, and so the final image which has actually been added by Scott Cawthon is something titled Bites, and what we can see is a screen showing an array of different abilities we can definitely use, and it says on top, select up to 4 bites to activate, choose reset to clear selections, and we can see on the bottom too 4 squares which have this kind of filled white color. So it definitely seems to correlate to the characters we actually have selected, showing we've got 4 selected currently.
Yeah, and at the minute we don't know if these are unlockable or if this is the full list of actual things. Like, this is the full list, but in the game you have to actually unlock these things, because as we can see, it kind of goes up in size order, which kind of suggests to me that they're more powerful or more effective. Like, for example, the large medikit could larger health, the large Grim Reaper looking character, the red one, could more damage, etc, etc.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we do definitely have limited information in regards to what these things actually do. Everything that we've raised so far has been very speculative, but I think that seems to make the most sense, because as you've said, with the health packs, they are all different sizes, and it seems to make the most sense. You know, we've got also these kind of badge things with a 5, 20, and 50 on, so they're going up in size as well, in number, should I say. Also, the rocket ship, alien UFO type things as well. The last one actually has 2 Gatling gun things attached to it, so
yeah,
I think that seems to be a recurring trait. Or maybe, you know, these different color schemes for each of them does something unique. I think that would be another element that could definitely add to this, and maybe vary up how you use these items rather than just having 3 set in a row, and you kind of scale up them, and each of them is kind of better than the other.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we have it, guys. That was, of course, talking about the newest images for FNAF World on IndieDB.com and the FNAF World page. Hopefully you guys didn't actually mind this video being several days late. What we're actually favoring to do is not rush the videos out and kind of take our time, so we can really think about all angles for each of these images and kind of give you guys more bulletproof evidence towards each of the points we raise.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys did enjoy this video, why not leave a like rating down below, and if you're new to our channel, why not subscribe for more interesting videos like this and also some gameplay.
So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. We of course hope you did enjoy, and we'll of course see you on the next one.
Goodbye, guys.
Want to see even more content from us?
Consider liking and subscribing to ensure you'll see all content in the foreseeable future.
And hey, why not check out our past 2 videos?